Joining us now, Venkatesh Srinivasan. He's the India Assistant Representative of the United Nations Population Fund. Thank you very much, Venkatesh, for being with us. Now, these numbers are staggering. If you look at it, by 2050, the number of senior citizens in India will rise to 32.4 crores. We've had a system in the past, Pranoy was referring to it earlier on, where they are looked after within our extended families. But are things changing which leads you to worry about senior citizens, not just now, but going into the future in terms of our social structures evolving and changing themselves?
Thanks, Pranay and the team, for organizing this very important discussion and also raising resources for HelpAge, which is doing a human service in the country. Just to give you a bit of the audience, a bit of the statistics on the aged. While we are fortunate as a country that we have about 9% of the population plus 60, which amounts to, even that 9% amounts to 110 million, 11 crores as of 2011, census. As compared to this, there are other, developed countries which are in the range of 20 plus 25. And, let's say Japan, 33.4, Spain, Italy, which have had a very bad, time in this COVID situation, almost 30%, 1/3. We are fortunate that we are not there, but then the figures for us, because of the large populations, that's quite large. And that constitutes, as per 2011 census, 110 million. Now, that is going to increase by 2030 to 22 crores, 220 million. And by 2050, it's going to be one of the five. 20% of the population will be plus 60. We can imagine the load this country is going to have in the future. That's the overall, estimation. As Pranay and others were talking of the vulnerabilities. The vulnerabilities that the old people are facing in this country is something that we need to be concerned of. This country and many other countries didn't really have much of precise statistics. That's where the UN Population Fund India initiated a set of very solid research a few years back to estimate the vulnerabilities that young people, the old people have, and came up with some estimates for the country. Just to give the audience a flavor of the data, which then would help them to relate as to what the vulnerabilities would be. It's very interesting that more women than men are living alone. There 26% of the population plus 60 live alone.